Can you take me back to the first moment Feyenoord became an option in your head?
Yeah, no, like with everything you're having conversations with teams, of course, when someone like Robin wants to speak to you, I think you always have to answer that phone call.
4 Premier League titles, 82 England caps, once the most expensive English player in history, and now he's playing in the Netherlands, was arrested for drug driving in May, and his fashion brand just collapsed with over £1 million in losses. What the hell happened to Raheem Sterling? Let's rewind. Raheem Shaquille Sterling, born in Kingston, Jamaica, moved to London at 5 years old, started at QPR, burst onto the scene at Liverpool as a teenager, became the most expensive English player ever when he joined Manchester City for £49 million in 2015. Under Pep Guardiola, he became one of the best wingers in the world. FWA Footballer of the Year, PFA Young Player of the Year, domestic treble winner. Life was good, really good. Then came Chelsea, and everything started to unravel. July 2022. Sterling signs for Chelsea for £47.5 million, 5-year contract, big expectations. And to be fair, he started okay, scored a brace against Leicester in his first month. But Chelsea was a mess. Managers changed like socks. Graham Potter, then Frank Lampard, then Mauricio Pochettino. The club was in chaos. Sterling's form dipped, injuries piled up, the goals dried up, and then in August 2024, new manager Enzo Maresca dropped the bomb.
I spoke with Raheem 1v1 the day before City, and I explained him exactly the situation. I don't see Raheem after the game. He's training apart, as I said, but in case I will sit with Raheem, I will tell him exactly the same things that I already told him. I don't have anything new to tell him, because I was quite clear.
Brutal, public, cold. Maresca didn't want him, didn't rate him, didn't hide it. Sterling was told to find a new club, and on deadline day, August 30th, 2024, he joined Arsenal on loan. Reunited with Mikel Arteta, his former coach at City. This was supposed to be the redemption arc, the comeback, the proof that he still had it. Except it wasn't. 17 Premier League appearances, 0 goals, 0. He scored once in the EFL Cup against Bolton, but in the league, nothing. Arteta barely trusted him. He was a squad player at best, a ghost at worst. On June 4th, 2025, Arsenal announced he was going back to Chelsea. No permanent deal, no future in North London, just a plane ticket back to the club that didn't want him. And this is where it gets really dark. Sterling returned to Chelsea and was completely exiled. We're not talking not in the squad, we're talking full-on banishment. He was forced to train separately from the first team, barred from the main club facilities, stripped of his squad number, his locker gone, his place in the team photo erased. He wasn't just not playing, he was being erased. It was one of the most brutal treatments of a senior player in Premier League history. Month after month, Sterling trained alone. No games, no minutes, no hope. His contract ran until 2027, but Chelsea wanted him gone. And on January 28, 2026, after 6 months of footballing purgatory, Sterling and Chelsea finally agreed to part ways. Mutual agreement. Contract terminated. He was a free agent. And nobody in England wanted him. February 12, 2026. Out of nowhere, Feyenoord, yes, Feyenoord of the Eredivisie, announced they'd signed Raheem Sterling until the end of the season. A 4-time Premier League winner, an England international with 82 caps, playing in the Dutch league. It got weirder. Sterling didn't even have a work permit when he signed. Feyenoord had to move their entire training camp to Belgium for 3 days just so he could join the team while paperwork was sorted. He finally got cleared on February 19th. His debut came on February 22nd against Telstar, a substitute appearance. The crowd went wild. His first start? March 8th against NAC Breda. But here's the thing. As of July 2026, he's made 8 league appearances, 0 goals, 0 assists. At 31 years old, the legs aren't what they used to be. The sharpness? Gone. The confidence shattered. He's not the Raheem Sterling we remember, and he may never be again. And if the football career wasn't enough of a mess, his life off the pitch has been a nightmare too. Remember 1692, his clothing brand? Launched in 2021 with big dreams, community outreach, the whole thing. Well, in 2025, it was legally dissolved. Financial struggles, losses of over £1 million, gone. And then, May 2026, Sterling was arrested on suspicion of drug driving after crashing his Lamborghini into barriers on the M3 motorway, released on bail, pending further inquiries. At 31 years old, a father, an MBE, a role model to millions. How did it come to this? Let's not forget, this is a guy who was England's talisman at Euro 2020, scored the winner against Croatia, the winner against Czech Republic, the opener against Germany, won the penalty that sent England to the final, 82 caps, 20 goals, 3 World Cups, 2 Euros. But he hasn't played for England since 2022. New manager Thomas Tuchel? No talks, no call-ups, no interest. Sterling himself admitted in March 2026 that he hadn't spoken to Tuchel since joining Feyenoord, his international career effectively over. So what actually happened? He lost his pace. At his peak, Sterling was one of the fastest players in the world. At City, he had Guardiola, De Bruyne, Aguero, a perfect system. At Chelsea and Arsenal, chaos. No structure, no chemistry, no identity. So, is there a way back? But let's be real. The Raheem Sterling who terrorized defenses for Manchester City. What happened to Raheem Sterling? Everything happened. The highs were sky high, the lows, rock bottom. If you enjoyed this, hit subscribe, drop a comment. Do you think Sterling can make a comeback, or is this the end? And let me know who you want me to cover next. Thanks for watching.